On my latest trip to Europe, I had a chance to try two things: small mom and pop shops, but I also got to try Michelin-rated restaurants. Now the question is, which one is better and where should you eat when you're traveling? We're first gonna start at this place. With over 5,000 reviews and only 4 stars, should you visit this place? Here, they specialize in one thing: piri-piri chicken. Okay, so here's where they roast all of the chicken, everybody, and take a look at this. Wow, they're using charcoal, getting nice grilled. Look at every single one of these chickens, look phenomenal. Quantos frangos vocês fazem aqui?
400, 450.
Por dia? Nossa, take a look at that. Wow, they look nicely roasted. Beautiful golden brown chicken. Non-stop action, one after the other. As you can clearly see, these chickens are slightly smaller than the ones that we have in the US. And the reason being is because it's free-range chicken. Muito obrigado. So I got my chicken here, everybody. Nicely golden brown, crispy skin, which is exactly what you want. And most importantly, this thing is cooked on charcoal. The flavor that comes out of this is in a whole nother level. So frango assado. So I'm gonna go ahead and use their piri-piri sauce on top, but I'm not gonna go crazy, just a tiny bit because he told me that it's spicy. Ooh, that might be too much. This chicken is incredible, everybody. It's so flavorful. And you know, sometimes you have chicken is kind of bland. This one is not bland at all. And let me just remind you that I'm actually just having the white meat, not even dark meat yet, which is my favorite. I mean, take a look at this chicken. It's amazing. I don't want that flavor to ever go away from my mouth. What a great chicken. So I asked for this side dish right here, arroz à brasileira. I believe that's what they call it. It has chicken heart inside, so it's kind of very, very earthy, slightly gamey too. Not my favorite because the chicken is outshining everything. So yeah, if you love roasted chicken, this is the spot to be. The fact that they're using charcoal and rotating it on a spit, everybody, is just a yes, yes. 3 drinks, 1 rice, and a chicken. 26 bucks. So that restaurant right there normally would be called a tourist trap. There's no locals, and you can clearly see the line outside. However, that chicken was incredible. I can tell it was organic, and unlike our chicken here in the US, it's not injected with brine. Next, I decided to go where the locals eat. This is a tiny restaurant in Lisbon. They serve traditional food, and when you are in Portugal, one thing they're really known for are their cheeses. They start you off with some cheese. Cheese is very popular over here. I got addicted to these cheese. Next, they give you some fried delights. These are just magical. Oh, wow. So I broke it. Oh, tough, creamy on the inside, crispy on the outside, super light. These were some amazing appetizers. Now, whenever you go to Portugal, there's one sandwich above them all. So here in this place, they have francesinha. Francesinha is normally from the north. It's a hefty sandwich. Go ahead, put a little bit of sauce. The biggest difference between this one here and the one that I had in Porto is that over there they give you a real steak. Here is not a real steak, it's more like shredded beef, but nevertheless, very cheesy, nice, wonderful sauce. For sure, a hefty sandwich. I think one of these is enough for 2 people, to be honest with you. But great sandwich, a must-have. Overall, very pleased with my purchase. So my wife ordered the steak with coffee steak, coffee rub. I'm not quite sure what it is, and it has a nice gravy sauce here, and I want to give this one a try because I've never seen anything like it. Kind of tough. It's definitely going to be cooked well done. It's like a gravy, a little bit of coffee flavor on it, not too much. The beef stock overpowers the flavor of it, and it's creamy, and I'm sure they're using some heavy cream or something. Slightly bitter, maybe a beer sauce. Could also be wine. Interesting flavor. If you ask me, Google, which one is better, this one here or the francesinha? For sure, the francesinha is way better. This restaurant was incredible, and honestly, a much better overall experience than the previous one. However, it's slightly more expensive. The bill came to 85
€5. And overall, it was a really good experience. Now, as you know, with every country, you will find street food. Portugal does it a little bit different. They have grills outside cooking their chicken. This was mesmerizing to me, as I've never seen grills like this.
So let me show you how they prepare all the food over here, which is directly outside on a charcoal grill, which I'm a huge fan of. This is very typical. You'll find it everywhere, as you can see. It's sardines, and they love their sardines over here, everybody. But another thing that you're going to be seeing very, very often is the chicken. They love their chicken here, but it will always be on a charcoal grill. Looks incredible. It smells amazing, making me hungry.
Usually they only cook 2 items, seafood and chicken. While I was there, I didn't see beef once. One other thing Portugal is really known for is their wine. You will find wineries everywhere. And if you think Guga ain't gonna try one, think again.
So we decided to do a quick pit stop here in a winery and drink some wine, but it's already gone. There you go. This one still have a little bit. So we do a little bit of wine tasting and also a little bit of cheese board, because you already know Portugal has the best cheese here, man. Seriously. But what a beautiful location. So this is the winery, everybody, and here's the grapes that they actually use for the wine. As you can clearly see here, these are tiny grapes, and they're not very good for eating. They're more for making wine. If I take a small one like this, check it out. It's a tiny grape. They were telling me right now that they're not good for eating. Yeah. They don't taste that good.
They are bitter, have a huge seed on them, and now I understand why it's only used for wine. Another thing this area is known for is their orange juice. It is said that it is the best in the world.
You gotta keep hydrated, you know what I mean? Oh, it is good. Super sweet. You know, sometimes when you drink an orange juice and it can be a little bit acidic. Not at all. Taking a quick break from the food, and we're gonna go a little trail right now. Get those calories out so we can eat some more food. Now that's a view. Oh yes. Holy moly. Oh. So I gotta tackle that while filming. That's the challenge. Yes, success. Now I need some chicken.
In all honesty, throughout the hike, I was thinking about this. That chicken was incredible. But we got a job to do. We already tried the tourist trap local spot, and my wallet is not gonna like this one, as this is a very nice resort. It's called Vila Vita Park. Obviously, it's beautiful and it has a lot of things for you to do. But I'm here for one reason. It is the resort that has the most restaurants. And I can only afford 2, because after the meals you're about to see, I'm gonna be broke. This is Aladdin Grill, and they specialize in one thing: meats. They got dry-aged beef, an incredible amount of seafood, and it is an open-style kitchen where you see all of your food being cooked right in front of you. Sometimes Michelin-star restaurants will do weird things to normal stuff. This hummus had a lot of flavors fighting each other, and it was not the best. Same goes with activated charcoal butter. Let's be honest, butter is perfect the way it is. It doesn't need no activated charcoal or truffle oil, so it was not my favorite. The anchovy, on the other hand, had absolutely nothing but olive oil, and it allowed the ingredient to shine, which I liked. Next, I decided to order this, tiger prawn, and they do all of the work for you.
Now that looks nice, and the plate is extremely hot. It has a little bite. It's a mix of lobster, steak, scallop, and shrimp. Slightly sweet, but with the sauce, it's a little bit savory. This is incredible.
If there's one prawn that should be called a steak prawn, it should be this. However, it's small, and to complement it, I was served the grilled lettuce. In my opinion, when you grilled lettuce, it's just not very appetizing. It gets a little smoky, but also the crunchiness goes away, which is what I like about a salad. Next, they did something I was not expecting. Check it out.
You film for me? Yeah, please. I like that. Yes, the chef films for me. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Look at that. They don't only cook, but they became a cameraman for a second, everybody. So nice, so nice.
Here we have your scallop prawn, some bisque that we are going to do the sauce of with all the juices from the head.
So what is in the head of the shrimp? What is that?
The head is where you have all the flavor from the shrimp, the actual shrimp.
Here we have all of the scarlet shrimp, and he used the entire head to make the sauce. What a nice, beautiful presentation. This is the only edible part. Now here is the sauce, made straight up from the head, everybody. There's only had juices right there. And a little bit of salt and pepper in the end, which he finished it with. I am going in with the sauce. I am a sauce lover, and I love the head, so I'm going in. I'm gonna go ahead and split it. Oh, it's nice and tender. Now that is gonna be an incredible bite. My wife already loved it, so I know it's gonna be good. Super sweet, and the sauce makes it very, very, very delicious and creamy. I like the sauce, everybody, I'll be honest.
I know it's said that the head of the shrimp has the most amount of flavor. I didn't believe that until today, because that was one of the most flavorful sauces I've ever had. Next up, the star of the show. They were gonna cook my beef dish right in front of me.
Por favor. He heats up the pan, and then it's going to flambe it. Just like that. Just cleaning it up. Olive oil and a little bit of garlic. Todos juntos, ao ponto, todos. Goes right back into the plate. It's just a quick sear. You don't want to overcook the beef. Now to make the sauce. O que tem nesse molho? Oh, Dave, I'm gonna put a few. Pode ser generoso com piripiri. Got a little bit of spiciness there too, everybody. The beef goes right back inside. And there we have it. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. A little bit of everything. Grab the juices. And there we have it, everybody. A little bit of everything together here in this dish. Made right in front of you. Filet mignon. Let's go. That's good. I love the sauce. The sauce is basically demi-glaze. Sauce is a little runny. Normally it's supposed to be a little bit thicker, but a nice mix from the seafood, you know? What a delicious meal.
This was not a very appetizing looking dish, but the flavor that came out of it was delicious. There was one more thing that I was looking forward to, and since everyone in the restaurant was ordering it, I went for it. Yeah, I might have to wash some dishes to pay the bills.
We got the master one more time for dessert, everybody. So it is served with a little bit of ice cream, and they put a little bit of rose petals in there for you. Not too sweet, a little bit of bitterness from the orange. Super gooey crepe. It's a nice dessert. We literally closed the restaurant, everybody. That was a good experience, very good experience.
So this was 8 times more expensive than the first restaurant. At least it was good, but I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. But we had one more day in this resort. Thankfully, breakfast was included, and when it came dinner time, it was time to try their most popular restaurant. And the first things are always the appetizers. Here, they brought this ceviche first on a cracker, and of course some bread.
So the crispy thing is kind of like a chicharron. The inside, I think it's actually shrimp ceviche, but I'm not sure. Shrimp ceviche. Pretty good. I'm impressed. So here we have some pink prawns with lemon caviar, mango, and a nice sauce. It's very good, but if I'm being completely honest, very fancy. I don't know, it's very good. Super creamy, spicy, sweet, savory. Very, very unique combination.
Let's be real. Whenever you go to a fancy restaurant, the portions are much smaller. We had to order 3 things, and my wallet was taking the hit. We first got an octopus, followed by a pork loin. Yep, you only get 2 pieces, but at least you gotta pay extra for this side dish.
So here we have the crispy potatoes, which looks absolutely gorgeous, I must say myself. Holy moly. Oh my God, those potatoes are amazing. Wow. Hope you can see that properly. It is super flaky, super crispy, and also creamy at the same time. How do they achieve that? Voodoo. That's how they do it. And here on this side, we have the octopus. It is a black octopus, that's what they're calling it. Grilled, super tender. There's a sauce that comes with the octopus, as you can see there. That's delicious. Wow, phenomenal. I want to go in for the pork loin. So this is black pork, also known as pata negra. They cook it to a little bit medium rare. It comes with a peppercorn sauce. It tastes like a steak. I feel like I'm taking a bite of a huge filet mignon. That's what it feels like, everybody. It's amazing. I normally don't like Michelin star restaurants because they're too fancy and they go way overboard. Not this one. Everything I tried is delicious. And it's very rare that I try one restaurant and everything is good. So this is the dessert, everybody. It is pastry with manjericão. I finally found one thing I don't like. I do not enjoy that at all. It's not a good dessert. It's bitter. I can confirm. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So to finish it up in a good note, they give you this right before your bill. And what it is olive oil, dark chocolate, and lime. It's an interesting combination. Oh, you can feel the olive oil. It's very unique. It's not too sweet. I actually enjoy this more than the dessert. It's different. Never had anything like that before.
Here's what I learned. Talk to locals and find out where they eat. That way you can really experience a country you're in. Don't get me wrong, fancy restaurants are good, but these you can find it in every country. When you're visiting somewhere, the best overall experience will always be what the locals eat, at least to me.
Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite food because you already know mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.